What's going on YouTube? It is Mike from the Hardcover Comic, and today we've got another Rebirth Deluxe edition. Obviously, it's the Batman 1, Volume 1, written by Tom King, artwork by David Finch and Mikhail Janin. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that. But yeah, I mean, obviously, if you guys have seen any of the other ones, the design is pretty standard. Thankfully, they're very consistent so far with the way they design these things, which, I mean, should not be something to get too proud about. But anyway, it contains the Rebirth edition and then the first 15 issues of the series. So let's take the dust jacket off and I'll give you guys a little peek in the inside and let you know what I think of the series. All right, well, awesome graphic design here. This was a cool little page that Mikhail Janin did in one of his arcs that I imagine is in this book. So let's take a look inside. Some David Finch artwork for you there. All right, so I mean, Steve Orlando and Scott Snyder. I know Scott Snyder helped with the Rebirth issue. I guess Steve Orlando did as well. Must have missed that the first time around. I can just sort of flip through the book. It's not really staying open, but we can deal with that. So anyway, the book itself, yeah, I'm really liking what Tom King is doing with Batman. I'm gonna try and not ruin things, but he's writing this really good, pretty fast paced. I mean, sometimes he's very dynamic with the pace, but he's got a lot of really interesting ideas, and there's a lot of amazing action in it. There's a lot of it's pretty dark. Batman usually is, but it's got some really interesting dark topics that it covers, and you've got a whole bunch of characters that he introduces and brings back and makes interesting again. And there's a lot of really great heartfelt moments. There's a lot of serious moments, and he's just got a great balance when it comes to keeping the series interesting and getting the emotional side of Bruce and the emotionless side as well. So it's very impressive, and I will say I'm very glad that DC's putting out these deluxes, because it's they never used to do this, and you'd have to wait for an omnibus, which either came out or didn't. But we finally get this Batman stuff. But anyway, I feel like I'm rambling. I highly recommend Tom King's run. So the first arc is about Gotham, and it's called I Am Gotham. It's about Gotham Girl and Gotham, who are these two superheroes that show up. You don't know anything about them, and you sort of find out things about them over time and how they got their powers and all this crazy stuff. The second arc, which we're looking at here, I believe was called I Am Suicide, and it's got to do with Bane. So that's pretty cool. Oh, I also forgot, yeah, so there was the Night of the Monster Men, which I guess they didn't include the tie-ins for, so there's going to be some weird issues in this book. But you can pick that hardcover up as well. It's not the greatest story, so I wouldn't highly recommend it. Anyway, second arc is I Am Suicide, and the third one's I Am Bane. And yeah, the Suicide and Bane sort of combine as one. Really good stuff. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, you've got the ventriloquist is in here. You've got Psycho Pirate. Who else was there? Catwoman's in here. It's really, really, really good. I highly enjoyed it. Now that I think about it, maybe I Am Bane is not in here. But anyway, I digress. Really good arc so far. Amazing artwork. Yeah, you've got Riley Rossmo, David Finch, Mikhail Janin, Ivan Reyes did a few issues. Really good stuff. So if if you love Batman, it's a no-brainer. It's really good stuff. Plus some bonus content, some covers, all those Tim Sale covers that were being released and whatnot. So pretty cool on that end. It's a pretty thick book. Let's take a look at the binding now. Let's get a little closer to the middle here. So it's pretty good. Nothing spectacular, but still really well done. I'm really enjoying these Rebirth Deluxes, and I highly recommend checking them out. If you've been interested in getting back into DC, if you've been away from them for a while, Rebirth is the best place to start. It's been really good so far. So, anyway, sorry for dragging this on a bit, but thanks for tuning in, guys. And until next time, you stay classy, Internet.